Yeah, I want to share why 4 years is enough for Peter Obi to put Nigeria on the right track. First year, first day, he will wage war against insecurity, starting with our national borders by militarizing our own national borders, putting strong border policies to make sure our borders are fully secured. He will follow that up by decentralizing our security architecture by creating state police, community police, regional police that will help us to solve insecurity problems within the state. Then you follow that up by creating a decentralized anti-terrorism squad. A decentralized anti-terrorism squad that will be a combination of the MOPO, the Navy, the Air Force, the Army that will help us to wage war against terrorism. And you follow that up by creating an advanced intelligence unit, advanced national intelligence unit, in fact, a possible decentralized intelligence unit where they will be equipped with advanced surveillance systems, advanced drones, and they can possibly build a website, advanced website, where citizens can share intelligence with our intelligence unit. Somebody don't need to walk down to anybody to go and blow whistle. He can stay in his house, log into our intelligence unit website or software and blow whistle anonymously or share intelligence anonymously to our intelligence unit. So this will help us to wage war against insecurity in our country. And secondly, we follow up that by cutting the cost of governance. Immediately, we follow that up by cutting the cost of governance and waging war against corruption. Cutting the cost of governance will begin by removing unnecessary expenses and removing unnecessary agencies. There are a lot of agencies in this country that are absolutely doing nothing. All those agencies should be removed. Workers should be sacked. All those agencies should be removed. Workers sacked to reduce the cost of governance. Agencies that are not doing it should be removed. And immediately follow that up by waging war against corruption. The best way to wage war against corruption is to digitalize our procurement and digitalize our governance. Governance should be digitalized, our procurement should be digitalized. The way contracts are being awarded should be digitalized in a website or a software in real time. How contracts are being bid should be digitalized. How contracts are being awarded should be digitalized. How much allocated to a particular contract should be digitalized online in real time. Should be digitalized in real time. Amount given to a certain person to carry out a contract should be digitalized in real time in every aspect of governance. This will help us to wage war against corruption. This will help us to make transparency in our governance model by digitalizing the governance structure. Then the next thing it will do is to stabilize our economy by carrying out tax reforms, carrying out good tax reforms, by unifying our exchange rate. Then the handling fuel subsidy. Fuel subsidy should not be removed in a whole. Fuel subsidy should be removed phase by phase, so that the masses will not feel the burden at once. First of all, it will wage war against the corruption behind the fuel subsidy. After waging war against the corruption behind the fuel subsidy should be removed phase by phase, which will help to relieve the pain that the masses will. Yeah, then the second year, the government will carry out massive infrastructure development. That is the construction of railway lines interlinking critical cities, construction of our federal roads, construction of our interstate roads to enable the movement of goods and services to move so easily. Then the government will invest massively on energy and electricity. The best way we can solve our electricity problem in this country so easily is to decentralize our power generation into 6 political zones. And each political zone should have a separate power plant. And the federal government can build these 6 power plants simultaneously. So the way the federal government can build these 6 power simultaneously is for the federal government to take a certain percentage from the money allocated to the states in that political zone. And internally generated revenue, the federal government will take a certain percentage from the money allocated to the states in that political zones, combined with the money the federal government will bring to those political zones, will help to build this power plant simultaneously. We have to build this power plant simultaneously, and Nigerian citizens and individuals that are ready to invest in the building of that power plant can also invest their money. They can also invest their money in the way of buying shares, so that when that power plant is built, they can also receive profit when that power plant generates revenue in the future. So this method can help to build power plants, 6 power plants simultaneously so quickly. Then the federal government should build modular refineries. Modular refineries will be built. Modular refineries will be built on critical communities, critical regions with the oil. Modular refineries can be built. This will help to resolve fuel crisis in the problem and will help to reduce the importation of fuel, which will help to reduce the cost of fuel in the country. So the federal government will invest massively on agriculture. Invest massively on agriculture. The vast land in the north can invest massively on agriculture, commercial agriculture. The federal government can invest massively on it to war against food insecurity. And after that, the federal government can invest massively on education. Education is very, very paramount. Education is very, very paramount. Academic education, technical education, equip our institutions, equip our universities to make sure they get into world-class levels, so our students, the young ones can be well educated, to be productive. And the government can also build computer programming schools. Very, very important. Computer programming schools strictly on programming, where millions of youth can be graduated from strictly computer programming schools. They will be trained on software development, trained on hardware development, trained on all manner of programming, AI development, artificial intelligence. All manner of programming skills will be given to youth of the country. Strictly programming schools that will train them to stack level, whereby they will be competing internationally and be competing nationally. So education, very, very important. Then the government can invest massively on our health sector to make sure improve our health sector. So all this can be done in the second year. All this can be implemented in the second year. Then the third year, the government can carry out constitutional and political reforms, like the Electoral Act, to make sure that it's transparent election in the future, strengthening our judiciary to make sure the judiciary is independent and the judiciary can operate independently, strengthening other institutions to make sure the law is equal to everybody. So the third year, the government can do all this. Then the fourth year, the government can just carry out sustainability of everything that he has done throughout the year to make sure every other implementation is being carried out till the end of the fourth year. So in 4 years, the government can do all these things and Nigeria will be in the right track. So when all these people saying Peter Obi cannot put Nigeria in the right track under 4 years, it's bullshit. You don't need 30 years to put Nigeria on the right track. You just need the political will and the sincerity to put Nigeria on the right track. Thank you.